So I'm pretty sure I didn't come to the museum the last time we updated to beta 1.9, the beta 1.9 pre-releases or 1.0. So we'll just have a quick review. So this was beta 1.8, which is what we last saw when we last came to the museum. Was it like 20 episodes ago or something, maybe 30? I've lost count. I've honestly lost count. This is beta 1.9/1.0. These were all the blocks that were added. Obviously things like the end crystal aren't obtainable, so they won't be going into our patch museum when I can be bothered to to update it. There's not that many blocks if you think about it, but there is still some important ones there, such as the brewing stand, nether bricks, the enchanting table, nether wart, the dragon egg. So yeah, but what we're interested in is 1.1, and as you can see, there's loads that's added. Not really. You can now enchant bows. Apples now fall from trees, which is obviously a key change for craft wooden planks. I don't want to craft wooden planks. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah, that's important for Ultra Hardcore. So 1.1 was, I believe, the first version that Ultra Hardcore was played in. It's either 1.1 or 1.2. I think it was 1.1. And now sheep can regrow their wool, which you should be able to see on the side. Yep, there we go. If they eat grass, they can regrow their wool. That was added in this one. There was other stuff added, things like monster eggs, I believe, the language change, the fact you could change your language, that was added. So there was a lot done in this patch, but there was only, well, this is all I could show for it in this sort of a museum. So we're back in the main world in Minecraft 1.1. I was going to go over the changes real quick. There's been some pretty major ones. For example, super flat worlds can now be generated. Languages are obviously a thing, so we can now change to our native tongue. What else? There was something else. Beaches. Beaches have been added, although they are lesser versions of what they were in alpha and beta. Soil no longer untills when running on it. That's a good one. And and by the way, crops, specifically pumpkins and melon. Like I said, pumpkins and melons when look at the opposite one. But you get the idea. They now no longer need tilled soil to grow on, which is a good one. I didn't think that was removed until later, but apparently it's in the game at the moment, so that's good. Let's do a spot of harvesting. Harvesting of the farm that we created last episode, and already we've got some new stuff growing. It's very similar to the one that I've got in my journal worlds. Not the... See, the thing is, I've got about 3 pumpkin farms in my journal world. Not the rail track one, not the big massive tower similar to the one Zendra and I designed, but rather the first one I ever built, which is at my main base area. So it's kind of similar to that. As you can see, we've got a lot of pumpkins, melons and the like, which is good. That's the aim of it. Beaches were added, super flat worlds, language packs, mob spawning eggs. I've already mentioned that. They were added for creative mode. Ladders are an interesting thing that we've got to take a look at. I'm going to go and do that now once I get rid of the stuff in my inventory. We're just going to leave the melons there since they're kind of brewing materials. Let's go and have a quick look. So apparently the hitbox for ladders no longer exists. So you can still climb up and down, but we've actually got ladders here, but you don't actually collide with them. Yeah, they kind of fuse in to become part of the block. How do you dig them? Oh, look, it shows the hitbox, but the hitbox doesn't exist. It's kind of weird. Can you stand on top of them? You can't stand on top of ladders. You can still shift on them or crouch on them, but you can't stand up on them. So they wouldn't be good for parkour, which is a shame, really, because I was actually thinking of doing some parkour. Specifically the stuff that we designed back in beta. So yeah, ladders are different. Oak leaves now drop apples, we've already mentioned that. Collision box of fences has changed. Guess we can kind of check that out up here. I don't want to spend a huge amount of time going over the changes because I got stuff I want to do. This one's still messed up though. The corner ones are still messed up. I think what it means is the hitbox is now shaped around the fences instead of the whole block, because before it was a whole block, but you could still walk into them like I am doing now, but I guess it's just the shape of them. But the corner ones are still messed up. Golden apples can now be crafted using an apple and gold nuggets. You could craft it before, but I think you had to find a red apple in a dungeon, and you needed to use gold blocks, so it was a lot more expensive. I think it did, well, in beta, it did all hearts of healing. It did full hearts. It gave you full health, basically. But now it's only 9 gold nuggets it takes to craft. Oh, you can enchant bows, actually. Should we enchant a bow? Let's enchant our trusty bow that we defeated the dragon with. I've got 9 levels. We'll see what we get. Also, enchanting's changed, apparently. Apparently, you can, like, levels are more consistent now. I think that's what they were indicating. Yeah, I wonder if we'll get any low levels. Yeah, see, we're not getting any low levels, whereas before we got a lot of low levels. It's not giving us many 40s, though, many high 40s. It's got soft 45, 46, 48. Maybe it is, I don't know. Right, we're going to have to activate the levers. We'll just, I guess, activate all of them. Get it down to as low as possible. Bung that in there, and we've got a good choice of levels now. What should we go for? Should we just do all 9 levels? Don't see why not. I went up with damage 1. I'm guessing that's power 1. It's just either they've not renamed it or that was its name. It says power, the wiki says it can be enchanted with power punch, infinity or flame, which suggests that this isn't official. So maybe it was a bug where it was meant to be called power, because like, oh no, thankfully I've got ladders on me, couldn't get out there. The best example I can give for this sort of an issue is in the Collect All series engine I did, where I think it happened to him as well, but basically because it was a snapshot, the real name for enchants wasn't present, like fire protection, for example, wasn't present. Instead, it was its raw, like, code name, which I can't remember what it was. I'm trying to think. Extra damage or something like that. For sharpness, for example, it'd be more extra damage or something like that. More damage. I don't know, but that might be what this is. This might be the raw name that's showing instead of the actual name, if you know what I mean. Anyways, that's pretty cool. We've got damage 1 bow. I wonder if that's actually really powerful. Let's check it out. I mean, I do have armor on. It does a bit of damage. Alright, so you can now enchant bows. That is something you could do 1.0. Can't do it now. There's a various other things. Music discs. We can get all the music discs now, so we might try and do that in a future episode. I actually tried to do it in 1.0, but I only learned that they weren't added until much later. Like all 11 discs, they were in the code, but they weren't added to the actual game until much later. There was also infrastructure added for improving the mob AI, but that wasn't done until 1.2 or 3. It was either 1.2 or 1.3. I feel like it was 1.2, but I could be wrong. Sheep now eat the grass. We've already said that. Magma Cube now drops Magma Cream upon death. I was wondering why they weren't dropping it, and it was only like halfway through playing 1.0. I was like, this could be something that was added later, and so it's proven. It now gets dropped in this update. Anyway, enough talking. There's still a few other things I wish to share that was added in 1.1. However, this episode I plan to build a bit of a sugarcane farm. Now, this should be the final thing that we need to create in order to facilitate our kind of brewing system. So what we're going to do is probably build it around about here, or we could build it over here behind the houses. Oh, did I just jump in that? Well, didn't have a crop on it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we could build it over here maybe. I don't really have a design. I don't actually have any blocks on me. Like, it's one of these ones that I'm not building it on a whim. I've planned to build it. I just haven't prepared for it, so we can't start building it now. But the prototype, the plan is that we'll have a row of torches going up. Oh, Bit of a lag spike there. We'll have a row of torches going up the middle, and then 15 on either side, 15 redstone. Which means we'll get 30 sugarcane per level, so we could literally just do one level if we wanted to. I'd rather do 2 levels, 3 levels. If we do, let's see, 30 sugarcane, plus another 30, because it's 15 on either side. The reason we've got 15 is that's the length redstone goes before it needs a delay. So let's think 15, 30, 60, 90. We could have 90 sugarcane in this farm. 120 might be a good one. So 4 levels up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and build a 4-level sugarcane farm. It's going to be semi-automatic with pistons and that. I could make it automatic, and I could have made this one automatic as well. The reason I didn't was because I didn't think it would be, how should I put it, not feasible, but practical, in the sense that we might lose out on a lot of produce because we don't have hoppers to collect the stuff for us. You know, instead I'd have to run over here every time. So maybe that's I don't think it's laziness. I think it's more just for it makes more practical sense. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go gather the resources. We need pistons, regular pistons. We need water, signs, logs, probably stone bricks. I'll just build out stone bricks again. We might need glass, and obviously sugarcane and dirt. Yeah, we need a lot of stuff, but I will work on gathering that, and then we'll get to building it. So a few hours later, I've managed to get all of the items I need to build this, I think anyway. Actually, I'm going to smelt up some more smooth stone, just to... Oh wait, never mind, some's already getting smelted up. I'll just leave that there. Yeah, so we're going to get started on the sugarcane farm. I already have one sugarcane farm in the form of the maze back at my alpha base. However, it would be nice to get a more semi-automated one. Again, we could automate this, but did I explain about that this episode? I think I already explained that this episode. If not, it was the last episode. I explained why I wasn't going to do automation or full automation. Right, first of all, what I want to do is create some stone bricks. And we're going to lay out the rough pattern. Oh, actually, we need another bucket. So it's going to take the same sort of design as the one in my journal world, the one that I built in my farming district, which is fairly tall. I came for a bucket. There's a bucket. It's fairly tall. We're not going to make it that tall. We're just going up about 3 stories, or 3 or 4 stories. Can't remember which. But basically, should we just build it here? Yeah, let's just build it here. So we'll start off with a water stream. Let's get rid of some of this grass. We're right above a cave as well. Alright, there we go. Water stream will start here. So it needs to go along for 15 blocks. We'll actually start it over here, I reckon. Okay, so that's 15 blocks along there. This is also going to be 15 blocks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Brilliant. So the reason for that is because redstone only stretches for 15 blocks. The signal stretches for 15 blocks. Oh, actually, you know what? I've just realised that water doesn't flow 15 blocks. Ooh. Water does not flow 15 blocks. In that case, we can still make the thing 15 blocks wide, but we're going to have to slightly alter everything. Yeah, we won't be growing sugarcane on this level in that case. This is going to be the collection system. But rather, we'll grow sugarcane one above that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to... I think we'll start adding the glass. I got quite a bit of glass, and there's more sand in reserve if we need it. But yeah, I'll start placing down the glass right next to this, just so we've got an area that will keep the water from flowing everywhere. Let's deal with this chap what we can. So yeah, Mobby Eye was supposed to change in one... well, no, it wasn't supposed to change in 1.1, but rather... it was, the infrastructure was included. Oh, there's another one. Brilliant. Oh. Let's deal with all those guys. Cool, right. Let's head back to our build. Oh dear. And it's turning night. Wonderful. Just trying to figure out what to do on the back of this. We could just have stone. Stone's not the worst thing ever. Or planks. We could have planks. I'll just put stone, I reckon. We do have our silk touch pick. Our last remaining silk touch pickaxe. I had 3, but then I lost the other 2 while caving. Albeit I think they were both low in durability, so it wasn't a huge loss. Okay, now we can begin adding water streams, just so we have a basis of the water stream to work off of. So first of all, oh yeah, we need to... Should we have another block going up the side? What block could we use? We could use logs. I think I'll just use stone bricks. Nice and simple. Oh, don't put it there. Yeah, that's fine. So it stretches all the way to the end there. That is good. That is what we are looking for. And then we'll place that down. So as you can see, the water stretches all the way along here. Now my idea was to have flowing water to the centre, like I have with my journal one, and then have what do you call it, sugarcane growing on this side. And we could still do that, but it's just a wee bit less convenient if we've got to grow the sugarcane on different levels. Like one down here, then halfway along change the altitude. So instead of doing that, we'll have this as kind of the collection system, I guess. So as you can see, this is the idea here. The water is going to be still water. It won't be flowing, but it'll be held up by these signs so that, well, basically the sugarcane will be harvested by pistons, and so it will fall into the water, it will fall through the water and end up in the flowing water streams that we just added there. So it's really... It's just simple like that, to be honest. There's nothing hugely complex about it, but the idea is that it's automated. So, and we don't need to replant. In fact, you know what? I just put away some dirt, but I actually would like some dirt. Is there anything we could chuck away for the moment? Will we add the dirt? So yeah, the dirt is going to sit here. That's the dirt that the sugarcane's going to grow on. I think for the sake of looks, what we're going to do, I should have used my silk touch pickaxe there. We're going to have stone bricks going up the centre, just to kind of provide a bit of a divide. Right, there we go. We've plastered the wall there with signs to hold the water up. Now we're going to plaster the top of the stone here with dirt, as I said. And as we tested, this is where the sugarcane will grow. Let's add something there. And as you can see, the water only stretches this far. So we're going to have to add water on every single part of the, on top of every single sign is what I'm trying to say. So the pistons won't go on the lowest level, obviously, because we want the sugarcane to grow, and they can only grow if there's, you know, one sugarcane at the, or one piece of sugarcane at the lower levels. But if we add blocks here, that gives us a platform from which to add the pistons, and we're going to use 2 pistons per level. So it's they're gonna go like that, and I'm not sure if this is good or bad, but you probably only need 1. But I think it's just in case the see, I don't remember how many pistons I used in my journal world. Either way, it's an efficient farm, but that's just because it's so big. It goes up to the world height limit. Took ages to build. We don't actually need pistons here, I don't think, but we'll add them anyway, just in case we can make it work. But yeah, in my journal world, I'm not sure if I've got 2 or 1 piston. I think I've only got 1, and that seems to work fairly well, but we're going to use 2 here just to be safe. So there we go. Now, all that's left to do is add the redstone, and the redstone's going to go back 2 blocks. We're going to use repeaters, just as we did with the pumpkin and watermelon farm. We're going to use the repeaters to keep each signal independent for each piston, and also to enable us to activate both pistons at the same time rather than, you know, one independent of the other. We just need to go down and pick up that. Might as well pick up both. I think we're going to need more materials. I think I miscalculated. Also, the fact we've had to slightly alter the design might be a factor behind this not working as I intended it to, but whatever. We'll roll with it for now. The general concept remains the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The whole premise of the farm is based off of the length of redstone signals, which is 15 blocks. Right, there we go. So as you can see, we've got pressure plate here. That is going to hopefully power a line of torches that ultimately goes up. Flipping it, there's a dog barking. Geez a sec. Alright, yeah, we're going to bring the redstone out here. Just to clarify, that wasn't my dog. I don't have a dog. I don't have any pets. Not really a pet person. Which obviously translates into Minecraft. I'm not a pet person in Minecraft. I rarely do anything with pets. I used to, speaking of pets actually, I used to have a, well, when I played, back in my Walls days, when I played MC the Walls, the kit I used most was the wolf one. So that's like the extent of my animal experience in Minecraft. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to move this back one, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, it's not a big deal. It just costs one more piece of redstone. We're actually running out of resources. Well, running out of resources, is that an over-exaggeration? I don't think it is. I mean, we're low on redstone, we're low on coal. We're low on gold. Iron we're doing okay with. Diamonds, yeah, diamonds are fine. I mean, it's always, like, you can never have too many diamonds in this version. But, redstone, coal, gold, we definitely need all of those. We can't reach that. There we go. I've been trying to do that for a long time. Jump on a torch, but place a block before landing on it. I was trying to do it the entire episode I was building that thing. Right, so is this gonna... Okay, yeah, so that's good. That's what we want. So all we need to do then is hop on that, and that will harvest, with a bit of a delay, every single piece of sugarcane that's not planted. And basically the idea is we add another level. Another 4 levels, is it? Or 2 levels, or 3? We're going to add more levels, basically. Oh wait, what? You can? Wait, hang on a minute. You can actually create an infinite water source like this? I didn't know that. Jings, well. But this wasn't the update where that was added though, was it? Maybe it's different for signs. Very peculiar. Anyway, cool, there we go. So that's one level done. All we need to do is copy paste, and possibly copy paste again. I think it's 4 levels or 3. Basically, you're getting what 15 plus 15 is 30. You're getting 30 sugarcane per level. And I should have enough sugarcane for... Well, we've got enough sugarcane for as many levels as we want, technically, but I'm probably only going to go up to 4 levels. Actually, yeah, that's the one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to look at it. I mean, it doesn't look too bad from this side, does it? We should probably test it as well at some point. But in my opinion, it doesn't look too bad from the front. So, fast forward a number of hours, and I've managed to get the project finished. This farm looks pretty cool. I wouldn't say it looks aesthetically pleasing or amazing, but I mean, it looks cool. Seeing all the sugarcane in a row. It's kind of like a big, I don't know, like a big office building. Kind of to the, if you look at it from an angle and ignore the fact there's plants in it. It does kind of look like a big greenhouse as well. If you go around the back, I cordoned off the redstone area with some... oh no, I fell in here. Yeah, I encased the redstone with iron bars. I think it looks pretty decent. I've not harvested anything yet. I was waiting for them all to grow. Well, no, I was waiting for them to grow a wee bit, and they have. They've grown a bit on every level, so we'll do the first harvest, see how many we get. And as you can see, the I mean, we're likely to miss 1 or 2. Like, 1 or 2 pieces are likely to fall up there, as that one has. But overall, It seems like it's a pretty profitable farm. And yeah, the only concern is that mobs will walk in here. Maybe we should have a door on it or something. So that's about 3 stacks. 3 stacks from 4 stacks. Okay, it's a bad return. No, it's a decent return. They weren't all fully grown either. I'm more than happy with it. Anyway, that will do it for this episode. I appreciate that this was the main thing that we've done, which admittedly is no small feat. I'm going to add a door in the front, however, because yeah, I'm wary that a mob might walk in. But yeah, that will do it for this episode. I don't really have anything else to say, really. Next few episodes will probably be a bit more chill because I've worked a lot. Over the past few episodes, I've worked quite a bit on various projects and things like that, so I'm going to take things more chill, although I do want to get the potion build finished off and yeah, just various other things. Anyway, thank you very much for checking out this video. All the very best to y'all. I'll see you when I see you.